All right, so today we're going to talk about introduction to identifying and classifying plants. Um, so plants do have very unique names, and there are so many different varieties of plants. It's nearly impossible to remember every single variety, but it is important, especially if you're going into the horticulture field, to know especially plants around your area. And plants have different types of names, and we'll get into them. But like sneezewort, hooded skullcap, hens and chicks, they're all plant names. They sound kind of crazy, but those are plant names. So a lot of plant names are kind of funny. These are common plant names. So there's common names and scientific names. The scientific names are going to look like the fancier names. Common are kind of the more funny ones, but they're what more people refer to. So, how many different plant species in the world? This is why I said you could not, it's not really likely for you to memorize this. 422,000 different plant species in the world, and there's more than 1.5 million different scientific names. So, that is crazy. One thing I do know is Google, if you have the Google app, you can search with the lens, and they have different apps for this also. And it's not 100% accurate, but it's pretty close. If you want to know what a plant is, you can use that little scanner and scan the plant, and it'll give you examples of what that plant might be. So if you're interested in that, that's a really cool tool to help you learn. So plants can be referred to by different common or scientific names, and it makes it a little bit confusing. Knowing how to identify and classify plants is essential. You may growing or carrying common plants or trying to help preserve the 20% of plants that are at risk of extinction. So horticulturists of all types need to be able to identify and classify plants. There's things that you look at. You need to look at the whole part of the plant, from the roots to the leaves to the bud to everything, the stem. There's all these little different pieces that can put together and help you differentiate a plant from another. So DNA is changing our understanding of plant classification. So some plants are being reclassified. As the understanding of the world increases, so does our understanding of plants and how they relate. So it's an ever changing, ever growing, but it is fun to learn about, and especially I encourage you to learn about those in your area.